Sometimes older people complain about the way younger people talk. Can I get? Can I get? Um, may I please have? My generation said, may I please have? Uh, I mean, yeah. I'm Gen X. My folks were boomers. They forced me to say please and thank you. I'm somewhat grateful that they didn't force me to say sir and ma'am. I suppose that's another discussion for another day. My folks were boomers. They forced me to say please and thank you. If I wanted to go outside, first I had to make sure all their needs were met. I'd say, Mom, can I please go out? And she'd be like, it's so selfish. You only think about yourself. Did you ask if I wanted any tea? Yeah. Okay. So the formula was I have to ask if anybody wants anything. I can bring them things, and then they can ask to go outside, and I have to say please. Like I'm some kind of 9-year-old waiter, right? May I please? I'm polite to people. Yeah, polite to people. Not Nazis. Fuck Nazis. I'm polite to other people. I'm polite to people with service jobs in particular. Not at all because of boomer era authoritarian bullshit, but because I know what it's like. Right? I've worked service jobs. I understand. My folks never showed me any of the respect they forced me to show them. Not to me, not to my siblings, certainly not to waiters, shopkeepers, or delivery folks. They didn't say, may I please have? They said, give me. And now they vote Republican, right? No respect. See, boomers grew up with power. They had money. They had cars. They had a world built around their tastes in fashion and movies and music. By the 80s, they were used to people serving them, even their kids. When I became a parent, I taught my son to be kind and considerate, to help other people, to have gentle hands. I taught him not so much with words and demands and consequences, but with examples. When we're out someplace, we have to order off a menu. He does say, may I please have? And if it's no trouble, and I never told him he had to say those things. That's what I say. And he understands all that. He's also had to work hard. I take him to the zoo, and there's a loft at the local zoo where they have small animals, and he'd help clean out cages and stuff like that. And he's like 7 years old or something. He's holding small, little mouse in his hands, and he knows that if he squeezed, he could crush it. And he has to be so gentle, right? I taught him to have gentle hands by putting him in experiences where he had power and he had to think about what to do with that power. I taught him not so much with words and demands and consequences, but with examples. Millennials don't say, may I please have? Does Z say it? I don't think Gen Z does a lot of may I please have either. At least in part because we didn't teach them to. Because the people telling us to were hypocrites. Respect isn't a formula. It's not a series of magic words. Sir, ma'am, please, thank you, may I. Those things aren't respect. Those are the magic words, Respect isn't that. Respect isn't the right magic words at the right time. It's empathy, compassion, caring, and consideration. And you don't teach that with power. You teach that with love.